quick video. A friend of mine, well, somebody I know on Twitter called Viper, also did a video about this. Kind of a strange subject, really, and it's just my thoughts on something that's happening in the cell phone world right now with a company called Huawei. A lot of people may not have heard of them over here in the United States, but they are absolutely massive worldwide. They're everywhere. Easy to get, great handsets. They started off as a budget phone company, making really small plastic devices for next to nothing, just getting themselves out there. And now they make premium handsets that are on a par, and in some cases, better built than the Samsung Galaxy and iPhone range. They are fantastic. But for some reason, the United States government seems to think that they are a Chinese government spyware device. I really struggle with this. I really do. I know some of this may sound crazy that I'm going to say, and I don't mean it to sound this way. It's just thoughts and opinions, really, about them. I've had plenty of Huawei devices, and they are really, really nice. Not once I've ever noticed it ever doing anything that it shouldn't, or anything like that. And I suppose that's the idea. If they're spying on you, you shouldn't be able to know that they're doing it. But let me just say this. So the government here in the United States are saying that, this is bad news. Don't buy them. They're not really legit. They're here for bad reasons, and they want to find things out about the citizens of the United States. Okay, whatever. Now, for me, the NSA and nobody else, nobody other security agency, FBI, anything like that, have come out and proved it to us. Okay, for a start. There's no proof that Huawei are doing this. There's nothing anywhere. It's just the government bleating on, saying you shouldn't buy Huawei devices because of this. Well, I'm sorry, but you need to show me, first of all, for me to believe. Now, let's take, for instance, in Europe. These phones are easily available in England. You've got the new P20 Pro that we're going to miss out on in the United States because of this. And it's a fantastic looking device. I haven't held one. I know somebody who has. The cameras look to be out of this world. They just look like really, really good devices, and we're now going to miss out on it. So you get them in the UK. You get them all over Europe. Germany. Okay, Germany are one of the strictest countries in the world when it comes to things like this. There's no way, if Huawei was secretly backdooring everybody to spy on people for the Chinese government, that they would get through the German security. It's just not going to happen. So this is another reason why I find it very bizarre. All these other countries around the world where Huawei sell millions and millions and millions of phones have not got this issue. There is no Chinese spyware. It's not the government trying to find out where you are, what you do, and how you do it. It's not the Chinese government wanting to do this, that, and the other and collect data on everybody. These countries, like the UK, my home country, my birth country, there is no way they would allow that to happen. Europe is a big old place, all right, and there's a lot of rules and structure over there, and there is absolutely, I don't care what anyone tells me until I get shown proof. There is no way a company like Huawei, who, like I keep saying, sell millions of phones around the world, will be exploiting the United States citizens, residents, and whoever else is over here to mine their data in any other way than any other company would. I mean, look at OnePlus. They got caught red-handed doing it. I mean, but the government isn't saying, hey, don't do that. Don't buy them phones. Them phones are no, it's bad. Don't do it. They're not saying that. They've just carried on as normal. It's like there's some kind of agenda. Now, me personally, if you want to hear what I think it is that could be the issue. Now, let's not pretend here. The United States government has spied on its own citizens. Previous administration got caught doing it. Snowden, all this and the other, all proved that this was happening through cell phones and things. They have really, really gone against everybody's privacy in the past themselves. So when it comes to this, it's rather odd. But here's what I would have thought would be the main issue. I just have a feeling myself, because they like to spy on their own, the United States, I have a feeling that Huawei may have told them to go fuck themselves. Excuse the French. But I really do think that that is possibly the main reason why they're not allowed in the United States. I have a strong feeling that most phones over here right now, the US government has a way to look at them. I know, all right, with the iPhone, blah, blah, they had to go and pay a third party, but did they really? Like I say, tinfoil hat stuff, so I don't want to look like I'm crazy or sound like I'm crazy. But I would say it's definitely more of a case of, in my opinion, over the years that I've used electronics and seen what's going on around the world with Huawei, I would say it's the fact that they told the government that they will not enable them any access to backdoor data or anything like that. They will not allow the government to be able to get into these devices to spy on its own citizens, which I would think is great. And if that is the case, I would love Huawei to come out and just say that. I mean, I know there could be a lot of ramifications and things, but I mean, look at the AT+T deal fell through. That cost them millions. Why did it fall through? Government pressure. Same with Verizon, government pressure. Best Buy have just pulled out of selling Huawei. I know they're available right now. They're on sale today, actually, one day only. For the Mate 10 Pro, you can get it for $650. That's an amazing deal. For me, the Mate 10 Pro is better than the S9 Plus. I think it's a great device. It's just missing a headphone jack. Put them back, Huawei. You don't need to remove them. You're not Apple. So yeah, Best Buy removed from sale. Amazon haven't said anything yet. Hopefully Amazon keep them. I mean, they deserve to be here. They're a premium handset and they're being ridiculed and removed from sale because somebody in the government said so, with very little proof. So my advice to you is, if you're looking at a Huawei phone, don't worry about it. I've used them for years. Nothing's happened to me. I'm still sat here. There's been nobody on my door. I don't have a black car outside spying on me there. What do they care about me? Then they don't care any more than what the government here care, and they're only going to take, if they're going to take information, they're taking what every other manufacturer takes. Apple, Google, Samsung, OnePlus, the list goes on and on. LG, Sony, they're all taking the same kind of usage data just to see how you use your phone, and they can use that data then to build their next handset maybe. Or in some cases, like Sony, who removed the headphone jack for the excuse of it being cool. Maybe not, but you know what I mean. So something else I wanted to add. I'm going to add this into the video. It was a thought I was having and then I forgot to mention it. Apart from the S9 camera being crap at focusing on people, you'll see it going in and out. Now, here's my other thought regarding this. So Samsung used the Exynos processor everywhere in the world, apart from the Americas and China. Isn't that a little bit weird? A bit convenient? Again, this may sound like a tinfoil moment, and I don't mean it to sound that way. It's just a thought that I've had, and I've had it for a little while now. But what if Samsung have been told they can't use their Exynos processors here because they can't backdoor? And what if the government in the United States have an agreement with Qualcomm where they can use any backdoor to get into any Qualcomm device? That would make sense, because if you believe Huawei are over here spying on US citizens with their devices, then you've also got to believe it really possible, the fact that Samsung are using Qualcomm chips in the S9 in China, that the US government are doing the same over there. Why not? I mean, why not? It's just as likely. It's, you know, it's logical thinking still as well. It's very strange that they use Qualcomm here in China especially. I mean, why not? So I just want to throw that out there. It's a very strange topic, this, and I feel bad for Huawei. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to add this into the film. It was just another random thought. Sorry about the focusing. Samsung, fix your shit. Anyway, adios, people. I'll carry on in a second. Tall and short of it is, don't worry about it. If you want a Huawei phone, go and get one. Huawei, keep selling your phones here. If you don't get them in stores, at least offer them through your website for people who want the option of buying your product. Please have an avenue open to us that we can buy all the phones we want. I know it's difficult for you guys having to go through the FCC and things like that, but please don't cut America off and its users just because there's no proof of you guys supposedly spying on everyone. So, yeah, I guess my message is to you people in the United States, don't worry about it. You like the phone? Buy the phone. Use the phone. You're going to love it. Don't let politics sway you into what you want to buy. Because if you do let politics into everything you do in your life, you're never going to leave your front door. And that's just the way it is. You're just going to sit in a corner and cry. So, yeah, keep it up, Huawei. I need a P20. a P20 Pro I need to be able to get. So if you guys can let me know where and how I can get one without paying $500 more than I should do to import it, then please let me know. And everybody else, let's get on this. Keep buying Huawei products. They're fantastic and only getting better, and they're the best value for money right now, including OnePlus. So, alright, that's all I wanted to talk about. It's just a quick one. Wanted to back up a few people and put my thoughts across. So, yeah, see you in the next one. Thanks.